Welcome back to K-Ratio's Week in Preview. I'm Kyle Littner and I'm here today to provide actionable insight for the future, not recap the past. In this week's episode, things are slowly returning to normal across the country except for one major market. We'll walk through how that looks and what it means for freight this week. But first, let's take a look at where things currently stand. Volumes nationwide continue to creep higher toward more traditional levels as much of the country has eased some portion of stay-at-home orders. Up 10% from the lows on April 16th, current volumes are now only 7% less than historical averages. That's the good news. The bad news is that rates have not joined volumes in the move higher and still remain at levels not seen since 2013. Capacity remains abundant everywhere, and this will keep a lid on price despite the fact that volumes are moving higher. Like we've noted before, markets have a sense of balance to them, and it's only when we move out of balance that a repricing event occurs. Unless there's a dramatic shift in the demand for goods, the overwhelming supply of trucks will keep rates depressed. There is one major market, however, that is experiencing a dramatic demand shift, but it's not in the direction you'd like to see. The major freight market of Chicago has curiously seen its outbound volume decrease, while national volume as a whole has grown. A quick peek at a weekly baseline chart shows the 2% decline while the country has gained 10%. This is a potentially troubling situation for the freight industry and the economy as a whole, as Chicago is a bellwether for both. This drop is likely due to weak consumer demand of imported goods that come into the U.S. West Coast. A large portion of this freight moves via rail from LA to Chicago for further distribution. But with U.S. unemployment possibly exceeding 20%, there isn't a need to ship these goods. There simply isn't a buyer on the other end. As you can see from the chart, inbound intermodal volumes for Chicago as reported by FreightWaves have hit the lowest number recorded since the metric's inception. If there's less freight coming into Chicago, there's going to be less freight coming out of Chicago, and that has significant implications for the entire supply chain, as Chicago is a literal hub for freight business. What does this mean for freight this week? Well, smart carriers will charge a premium going into Chicago on typical backhaul lanes, as getting out of it won't be as easy as before. Brokers will find outbound coverage cheaper due to this imbalance of trucks, and shippers will continue to enjoy low cancellations and low rates. Everyone, however, can expect to see conditions in the entire region decline even further, as Chicago serves as the main point of distribution for the entire Midwest. Again, a big thank you to everyone who continues to submit questions to our open and ongoing Q&A. If you keep sending them, we promise to keep answering them. So leave them in the comments below, send them to info@k-ratio.com, or you can message me directly. And for more information on improving your margins, our award-winning freight intelligence platform, or dynamic pricing even in today's extreme environment, check us out at k-ratio.com. Please stay safe, and thank you all again for watching.